Government and industry leaders unite in Delhi to strengthen collaboration for advancing sustainability efforts.
Most of our tourist destinations are getting overcrowded, are getting filled up to capacity. The second problem statement is who is there to manage these destinations? Because we have governance at the national level, we have governance at the state level. At the destination, who is putting on the thinking cap to say that how do we manage this destination in a way that the tourist experience is great and it's also great for the host community?
Yeah.
So, but this is not something that can be driven by a fiat, and as the minister said, this will have to be done collectively, is something that we need to do. But from a policy perspective, we need to give the right nudge and the framework to ensure that this works. So in the current year's budget, there are two things which have been clearly spelled out. The first is to reward destinations based upon the performance.
Yeah.
So essentially the idea that we have in mind is that we need to run a challenge. We need to ask the states to nominate a couple of destinations, and then we will set these benchmarks across sustainability, across cleanliness, hygiene, safety, security. And then we will have different levels, and each time they cross a level, there is a reward which is there.
At the moment, the belief is if you arrive somewhere in life, if you have money in your pocket, you have the right to waste. And a lot of it percolates in our hotels, within our hotels, because we have this concept of VIPs. We've inherited it for a long, long time, and we have some select VIPs. If Shirin Bhan were to stay in a hotel like this or anywhere else, there would be plenty of signs saying, put a card on the pillow, we won't change your linen. Hang up your towel, we won't change it. But you walk out of the room, in 5 minutes, I promise you, everything will be changed. Now, and it's a serious issue because we need more and more education and pushing in more and more in that area, saying, hey guys, we are communicating a certain culture. Let's not assume that because he's paying high money for luxury, he wants to waste. And in any case, we're giving the person the option to change or not to change. So I think that's one part that needs to change. Secondly, if we have to move anywhere effectively rather than just talking in these sessions, we need a certain benchmark or a certain date by which we say, give it 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years from today, we will not have, for example, single-use plastic in our hotels. We can talk about the larger community and what we do with municipalities, etc., etc., etc. But my thing is, what can I do within my walls?
Yeah.
And that needs to come from the state. That needs to come with a mandate saying, hey guys, you have so much time, get your act together. The more expensive the hotel, the fancier the packaging. They're packaged in beautiful glass wraps, paper wraps and things like that. They cost a bomb. They are not more efficient or sustainable than a teaspoon with stainless steel. We're doing it because someone put it on their website and said, a great thing to do, so chalo, sustainable. It is not sustainable. So I think we need to use common sense as we go along all the place. So industry is right at the beginning, 2 out of 10.
I think it's a very collaborative effort. Number one is the organization that you work for. What are your steps that you're taking? There's a lot of chatter definitely around every article that you read, and I think there was a great study done by one of the companies, Bain & Company, which said that India is one of those countries where the understanding of sustainability has risen almost 65%. There's a consumer who's talking of sustainability. He may not be wanting to pay you an extra $1 on that, but certainly the movement has begun on that front.